Welcome, Dr. James Beckett, Sports Card Insights. This one covers from Rogers Hornsby up through Jim Catfish Hunter. Rogers Hornsby, and it is Rogers, not just Roger, but a guy I'm going to have on the podcast coming up is also named Rogers and named after Rogers Hornsby. So it sounds like a last name, but to be named after a famous hitter, player, and manager, but one of the best right-handed hitters ever to play the game. This is batter up, and I'll keep this until I get a better ball horning. I don't generally like horizontal cards, but this is the third best rookie in what is a fabulous set. I'll put Star and Unitas before Horning. Then we got Tim Horton, famous for donuts, but was a great hockey player too. I'm looking at this. I picked up this card probably in the 70s. It's a 2, but it didn't look like a 2 when I bought it. It looked like a decent card. Don't want to forget the sponsors. Put them in there. Dwight Howard. I don't think he's necessarily a complete waste of talent, but I think he had untapped potential, and I think he could have been a lot better because he was an amazing physical specimen. Kenny Houston, Oilers legend and Texas roots. I've had him on the wall, but he's going to get bumped by somebody better. Not necessarily better, but more popular, let's say. Elston Howard also has been on the wall, but he's going to get bumped. I always liked Elston Howard. He waited his turn, and when he got his turn, he was an MVP of the league. So this is autographed the year before his big MVP season. But he was a really good player, and the Yankees were so stacked. Ryan Howard had some great years, but then he had a hole in his swing or something, so he's not going to make the Hall of Fame, but he has some great memories. And same thing, black border, just autograph card, but not enough demand for players that could have been great. Gordie Howe, number to 10, got this in Hawaii. That was one of the perks of going to Hawaii. You got some special packs. Everybody got them. It's not like I got something anybody else didn't get, but got that. And then a different year of Hawaii, I think I got this. So I think either they were bringing Gordie out or they had a connection with Gordie. And Gordie was a very willing signer. So that's another good one. But again, I picked vertical over horizontal. And this General Mills card, I looked for this in Toronto for many years. Finally got it as a type card for the books, and that's probably tougher than those other two anyway. Wade Hoyt, probably a minor Hall of Famer, even with the autograph, but nice. He was on there for a while when I was trying to fill up the Hall of Fame, but now when I'm going to be more exclusive than that, Carl Hubble even is in jeopardy. We've got other Sport Kings. I actually have a bigger card of Carl Hubble, and I haven't been over this. When I get done with my 2.5 by 3.5 standard size card wall, I've got some card wall panels that are more postcard side, and I've got a Carl Hubble that would fit in there, and some other interesting stuff. By the way, here's a 4, and here's a 2. Here's a 4, and here's a 2. They look about the same. Hence, I'm selling. You actually can sell the 2 faster, and people are figuring that out now. The T205, Miller Huggins. I like T205s better. I need to send in some more T206s to get graded so I can give equal time for them. Bobby Hull, this particular card, not only signed, it also is an indication of that point in history when the WHA really got going and it really probably was a positive for hockey in the sense that they were then incorporated. And it might not have happened or happened as quickly if Bobby Hull hadn't been one of the big stars that jumped ship and got that league going. The other one is, and this was pack pulled as well, I had some unopened packs of 71, 72 tops, and to get a 9, even with an unopened pack, is really. Brett Hull, again, lives around here, member of my golf club, a really good golfer. Obviously, all hockey players, I think, are really good golfers. I'm not going to pick his rookie, even though that's an obvious choice. This is the not red letter, but the red gold label thing up there. It's very subtle. Actually, it's not as subtle when you see it because the red pops. Those are very tough, not just the grading population, but just the population of what was made, I believe, is less than 50. And so I'm happy to have this one. Lamar Hunt, not necessarily one of my heroes, but I did meet him and spend a little bit of time with him and know his family. Very soft-spoken guy, but very thoughtful and thought big and thought deep. A very favorable impression of him over those decades. Very worthy, and I think he'll always be on the wall. And this is a fitting one as a non-player, but a metallic Hall of Fame plaque. And finally, Jim Catfish Hunter. I've called him Jim, I've called him Catfish. I don't think that's the big deal, but he's going to be on there. He's going to stay on there. As I mentioned with the Keith Hernandez, the previous episode, is that when somebody signs one of these 4-player Rookie Stars cards, you either want to get just the guy to sign it or all 4 of them to sign it. But this is different. These 4 guys on this card, notably, all 4 of them made it in the big leagues. Some were better. Blue Moon Odom and Renee Latchman and Skip Lockwood. They all had time in the majors, and some with distinction. It's very rare for Topps to pick. Usually there's 4 guys and 3 of them you never heard of, and the 4th one goes on to something great. But so this is a good card. 7.5 is a good grade. But 65 Topps, it's not such an exceptional grade that the card just jumps off the shelf. But it's going to be on my wall, so not for sale. So thanks, everybody. Be back again with some more episodes as soon as I can get them ready.